to isolate and trap an arm. And if I do just this, you know, he can pull through his elbow pretty well and get that arm out of there. Go ahead, yeah. And I might go here, like this. If he's trying to pull the elbow back, I got to block, but now he can pull straight up, like that, and usually get out, right? So he's got pulling this way, he's got lifting up that way. I got to shut both of those down. So generally my starting grip, which we'll talk about different ones, let's just say right now, a cross grip on the wrist and a hand on the elbow to make sure he can't pull the elbow back, but then I need to also control his posture, okay? So sometimes it might be me doing this, but I don't have elbow control yet. So we'll talk about the different ways to start and initiate, but if I'm here, I can go here, and then here, and now I have both the elbow, I can even move my hand out, and I have the elbow, and then the posture is being controlled right here. So if he's trying to posture up, I got him controlled here too. So this needs to be hugging tight when we do this. But that's like my first step, you know, so if we're doing the armbar, I'm here, I get the arm, boom, right here, right away. And I'm squeezing tight, everything here, making sure that this arm is trapped. That way I don't have to be so focused on my hand grips, and I can control them, free out a little bit more for the next part. So step 2 is here. Now I'm freeing them out like this because if I try to stay here or here, and I bring my leg around, he's gonna bring his head to mine. I'm gonna miss the head. So I'm gonna frame that out. So if he tries to bring his head close, I frame that out as I replace the arm with the leg. So just your basic cross grip is here. Control the wrist, control the elbow, but then immediately I'm controlling the elbow with my leg and the posture with my leg so that I can let go here. So we have one, so now I'm adding steps. Step 1 is here. Now this is step 2. On step 3, the windshield wiper, I did the wiper and the head frame at the same time. So I go 3, like this, and then we go 4. And 5 is just 2 on the wrists. Pinch the knees, lift the hips to get the finish. So 1, 2, and now on 3, another tip on 3, as a windshield wiper and as a frame, I'm gonna be kind of pushing here and pulling here. I want to extend his arm already. And as I pull to the inside. So 3. And now on step 4, I want to make sure once again I'm hugging tight with this leg. That's keeping my hip connected so that when I take my foot off the hip, I'm not losing control right here. So I keep that, my knee just stays tight to the head. It brings himself around. So as I get here, it's tight. Pinch. Lift. I'm not trying to push him away. Like that. I'm lifting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About a 90-degree angle at the end. And now we're trying to increase the pressure of the arm bar through every step so that I don't go like this and then create pressure at the end. The pressure builds through the whole technique. So as I'm here, 1, 2, it's starting now because I'm starting to extend the arm, but I'm already lifting the hip as I come up, the hip's already tight, so by the time I get here, it really shouldn't be that much for the finish. So for the moment, if I use the same grip, to start with, you're stretching it out. So here, I'm making sure the position of the thumb is up. Sometimes you gotta actively do that, right? Here you're moving that thumb up. You bring the leg around. I don't want to cross my ankles. I say this all the time because what happens is I'm taking the weight off his head, which makes it very easy for him to smash my leg and pull his arm out, all right? I have to control his head, so I bite the neck. Bite the neck, right there. This leg has to be up high, it can't be lazy down here either. That should have happened in step 1, really. But we don't want to lose it in steps 2 and 3. So it's got to stay here. All right. So generally, this leg is kind of peeking over the other one, not the other way around. All right, like that. And then once again, from the beginning, we had to make sure that we're getting this pulling motion, like that, to stretch the arm out. I want it to be fully extended. And the more extended the arm is, the less flexible it is when I create the pressure. Which once again, I should be creating from the beginning. So if I keep those things in mind from the beginning, we're here. It's a pretty easy finish, all right? And it makes the defense difficult. But another idea is where I'm putting my hand. You notice it's kind of like this. He can still grab his hand if he wants. Yeah, a lot of times people do this naturally right away. They don't want me to extend it, so they try to grab and bend it like that. So another option that makes that difficult for him is to be here. So you can grab his hand, but it's not really anything to grab. It's going to be too late. If that was his one good defense and it's not available, he's going to be in trouble. So if I'm grabbing here, he always has this availability here. If I bring that up a level, we're going to get it, but it's just not there. Alright, so now a couple of different grip variations. So we have just here. I could also switch that around. Sometimes it's nice to come here like this. Got good elbow control the entire time. Cover that hand. Go for the finish. We got 1, 2. Another one is 3. I like this option a lot. Grabbing the cloth down here. Like that. Grabbing the hand up here. It's not really pulling hard at the elbow. So by the time we get here, it's a pretty easy finish. If you keep my hands on, we're going to let go now and go for the finish. But this is very nice control over that arm. So like if we're grip fighting in the beginning, I might be doing these kind of things. I just feel if I can get here, I really got an advantage in this grip battle, right? So even if he's grabbing his hands together and doing all those things, I still have a lot of leverage to get into position at least, right? It's just a matter of getting the finish. But I already got it pretty stretched out. So we'll go for the finish here. So some different basic grip variations are 1,
now you're going to take your heel,
2,
stomp the other foot off,
3,
and then straighten that leg out flat on the mat. So you can't go
1,
back, and I'm still floating my first leg up.
2,
And he's trying to get great lines again.
3. And I'm pretty much always still going to use the same process, however, with this hand. So no matter where this hand starts, it starts in the elbow. On step 2, it frames the head. It's up here on the wrists. Step 2, it's framing the head. There. My hand's always going to come frame the head on step 2, right, or step 3. And then it's going to return at the end. So it's just how we start is a little different, right? Another way that we can do it is like this. Have one on the head. And that way I can just keep that one there the entire time. And then come here.
And then push, flat. Now you go under, over.
Another option, which we'll talk more about later, is this hand under the leg. We'll do this one a little bit more later, okay? Right now we're just focusing on upper body control in different ways.